Good morning, class. If you guys remember, last week we started talking about different styles of dance. So today, we're going to talk about ballet, which is a really popular style of dance. I have some definitions for us to go over today, and I hope you don't mind if we add to our word wall, because I know we've done word wall in the past and we really liked it. So, we're going to start out with some very basic definitions. Does anyone have an idea of what ballet actually is? Any guesses?
It's a type of dance.
It is a type of dance. So, whenever ballet is performed, it is styled by a choreographer who expresses an idea or a story through either a solo or a group dance performed by special ballet dancers to music accompaniment with costumes, lighting, and scenery appropriate to the dance. So we're going to use that as our basic definition for ballet, and we're going to add that to our word wall. Any questions? Okay. So, since in our definition here we talked about a choreographer, we're going to review what choreographer means, even though we did talk about it last week. Do you remember what a choreographer is? Brittany?
The choreographer is the person who makes the dance. He puts all the different steps together.
Very good. So the choreographer is a person who composes the sequence of steps and moves for a performance of dance. So perfect. We're going to add choreographer to our wall. So now that we have some very basic terms, we're going to talk about a couple different things that a ballet dancer might wear. This is kind of a funny word. It's called a leotard. A leotard is a tight-fitting piece of clothes that's part of a practice or a performance outfit that a ballet dancer might wear. It's usually a very tight piece of clothing, very plain and black like this. Leotards can look different. They can have spaghetti straps or long sleeves. It's really just for practice because in a competition or a recital, the ballet dancer might wear a more elaborate costume. So we have our definition of leotard and our pictures, and we're going to add them to our wall. Okay, so there's all different types of dance shoes, and this is a special type of ballet shoe. It's a point shoe. Have you guys seen this before?
On dancers.
On dancers? So it's a special type of shoe that a ballerina might wear to be able to be safely supported to dance on the tip of her toes. So the very top of the shoe is going to have a very hard piece of cardboard in it, so the dancer can go up on her toes and perform the steps. So we're going to add this to our wall, and we can look at the picture with it too. Okay, so now that we've talked about some very basic aspects of ballet and added them to our wall, we're going to talk about some ballet steps. So this is going to be our vocabulary for this section. They're going to be kind of weird words because they're in French. But I have definitions that go along with each word to help us understand what it's going to look like. And since the definitions are just describing how a dance move is performed, after we talk about the definition, we'll take a look at a video. So our first ballet step is called arabesque, and this is a little ballerina performing the move. So an arabesque is a position where the body is supported on one leg while the other leg extends directly behind with a straight knee. So that's a pretty basic definition. Let's take a look. So see, she has the straight leg, and then she extends the one behind her, keeping her knees straight. Any questions about arabesque? Okay, like I said, I know these are funny words, so it's going to be hard for everyone, but we can just try to look at the pictures and look at the videos to help us understand what they mean. Next, we have développé. So with a lot of our dance steps, since it's in French, the word is actually going to mean something in French, and that might actually help you to understand. So développé means to develop, or a developing movement. So a développé is a movement where the dancer's working leg is drawn up to the knee of the supporting leg and extended out. So let's take a look at what that actually looks like. So see, she's opening up the leg, but it can go to the front, to the side, or to the back. Okay. So that's what développé looks like. Let's add it to our wall. We have a couple more steps to look at. So, our next step is called pirouette. It's one of the most famous ballet steps, so if you've ever taken a ballet class, you might have heard of it. Pirouette actually means to spin, so that can help you remember what this word means. So a pirouette is when a dancer is turning around on one leg with the other off the ground. So they're going to be spinning around, and this is what that would look like. So that's the pirouette. Has anyone ever seen that before? You have? Have you gone to a ballet before, Brittany? Oh, good. So maybe you'll know some of these already. All right, let's add pirouette to our wall. All right, we have two more. How's everyone doing? I know these words are a little weird and different. Is everyone following so far?
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for everyone, but we have our videos and our pictures to help us. All right, we have two more. This next one is called glissade. It means to glide, because it actually looks like you're gliding across the floor. And it's a traveling small jump that is usually linked to other steps. So it can be considered an in-between step. You wouldn't really just perform a glissade on its own, you would perform it in between other steps. So let's look at what a glissade might look like. See how it's just a small jumping movement? It's going to be used as a transition between other ballet steps. Okay, let's add that one to our wall. And our last one is relevé. It's a very easy one, so I think you guys will like it. Relevé means raised, and it describes the action of when a dancer raises up, seemingly standing on their toes. So they're just going to raise up very straight. So it's a very easy move, and this is what it would look like. Okay, so that's all the moves we're going to focus on in this section. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, and we can go over these videos again, and we're going to keep our word wall up with us throughout this lesson, and we can always refer back to it and look at the pictures. Now that we learned some new dance steps, does anyone want to show us what their favorite step might be? What about Brittany?
Okay.
What's your favorite step?
I like the arabesque.
Okay, you want to show us?
Sure.
So what would you need to do with an arabesque?
You need to keep one leg on the ground straight and the other leg straight in the air.
Perfect. Can we see?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. That was perfect. It followed the definition and the description perfectly. Thanks, Brittany. Would you like to try?
Yeah.
Which one?
I like the relieve.
The relieve? Okay. So, I know we said these words were going to be new to us and a little different, right? Because they're actually in French. It's called relevé. Can you try?
Relevé.
Relevé. Perfect. So what do we need to do with relevé?
You just stand on your tippy toes.
Right. Perfect. So can we see you try?
Sure.
Okay.
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 It's like this, right?
Oh, okay. That was a good try. Why don't you spread your legs a little further apart and just try to raise right up straight. Better! Great job!
Thanks.
Well, I think that's enough for today, class. Thank you everyone for being such a good sport and trying out your favorite ballet move. And remember that we can always refer back to our word wall. All right, have a good day, everyone.